Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today we will enter the world crafted in Ape and Essence by Aldous Huxley. Ape and Essence, authored by Aldous Huxley and published in 1948, presents a satirical dystopian vision of a post-apocalyptic world shaped by humanity's moral and societal degradation after nuclear devastation. Set in the 22nd century, the story follows a New Zealand scientific expedition rediscovering a devastated America, only to uncover the depths of human fallibility and survival mechanisms warped by catastrophe. Plot summary. In a not-too-distant future, the world lies in ruins after the catastrophic Third World War, where nuclear weapons, biological warfare, and environmental collapse have decimated civilization. The year is 2108, and the New Zealand rediscovery expedition sails toward the American West Coast, seeking to explore what remains of the once thriving continent. Led by the intrepid Professor Craigie, this scientific mission is composed of a small team of experts, including Dr. Alfred Poole, a mild-mannered botanist whose quiet demeanor conceals a storm of inner doubts. Upon arrival, the team is greeted not by the silence of an empty land, but by grotesque signs of life. Scattered survivors, disfigured by radiation and twisted by desperation, form fragmented tribal communities. Nature, resilient and vengeful, has crept back into urban spaces, reclaiming the ruins. Yet the team is unprepared for the dystopian civilization they encounter, a theocracy ruled by superstition, fear, and ritual. This society worships a demonic deity named Belial, blaming humanity's past reliance on science and reason for the apocalyptic devastation. The explorers are taken captive by the ruling class of this society, the priests of Belial, led by the Archvicar, a charismatic and authoritarian figure who embodies the grotesque blend of religiosity and tyranny that sustains the community. In the twisted order of things, science and individuality are abominations, and humanity is reduced to primitive rituals meant to appease their malevolent deity. Sacrifices are commonplace, women are treated as breeding vessels, and infanticide is institutionalized to control the population and weed out imperfections caused by radiation. Amid this harrowing environment, Dr. Poole encounters Lula, a young woman bound by the oppressive customs of her society, but harboring a quiet resistance to its madness. Drawn together by shared recognition of the absurdity of their surroundings, they develop a bond that grows into a tentative love. Lula's spirit and the budding connection between them awaken something within Dr. Poole, a flicker of courage and a yearning for purpose beyond scientific detachment. The Archvicar, intrigued by the foreigners and their knowledge, engages Dr. Poole in philosophical debates. Their conversations reveal the Archvicar's belief in humanity's inherent corruption and the necessity of strict control to prevent further destruction. He views reason as a dangerous weapon, capable only of leading humanity toward its downfall. Poole, though initially timid, begins to challenge these views, questioning whether fear and repression can ever lead to a better world. As Poole becomes increasingly entangled in the society's macabre rituals, his growing love for Lula compels him to act. Lula's situation is dire. She is destined to bear children for the community, with no autonomy over her own life. Together, they dream of escape, a vision of a world beyond the suffocating grip of Belial's priests. Poole's scientific mind, once preoccupied with plants and experiments, begins to grapple with the human cost of survival at the expense of dignity and freedom. The chance to flee arises during a chaotic festival, a grotesque parody of life's renewal that culminates in frenzied worship and ritual violence. Seizing the opportunity, Poole and Lula escape into the wilderness, a barren land that still bears the scars of humanity's self-inflicted wounds. Their journey is fraught with peril, as they navigate not only the dangers of the natural world, but also the relentless pursuit of the Archvicar's enforcers. As they venture deeper into the wasteland, Poole and Lula find moments of solace and tenderness, fleeting reminders of a world that might still hold beauty. Poole, once paralyzed by self-doubt, begins to draw strength from Lula's resilience and their shared hope for a better future. The wasteland, though hostile, becomes a crucible for their transformation, a space where they confront their fears and find a fragile but undeniable faith in humanity's capacity for love and redemption. The Archvicar's influence, however, looms large even in their flight. His doctrines, rooted in fear and submission, are difficult to escape entirely. Poole reflects on the allure of power, the ease with which humanity surrenders to authoritarianism in the face of uncertainty. Yet he clings to the belief that reason and compassion, though imperfect, are worth preserving, even in a world that seems determined to snuff them out. Their journey comes to an end at the edge of a vast, shimmering ocean. The ruins of the past lie behind them, and before them stretches an uncertain expanse, unmarked by the hand of man. Poole and Lula stand together, their hands clasped, gazing at the horizon. In this moment, they are no longer captives of a broken world, but bearers of its fragile hope. Though the future is unwritten and fraught with danger, they resolve to face it together, a small beacon of humanity's potential to rise from the ashes of its folly. Hope you had fun. There's more where that came from. Explore other books by Aldous Huxley. Find them below or search Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Aldous Huxley's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.